My name is Andre Albert. I am a senior at School for Advanced Studies, and I did the math. Well, what made me realize I needed your service was the amount of time that was put in without any results. It was then when I realized that I needed some external help, right? So that's the main reason why I was incentivized to reach to you, right? So first off, what happened with my preparation was that I always try to do problems, but and like the ones that I got it wrong, like I couldn't actually learn how to solve them. I didn't understood what I did wrong. I just knew it was wrong. So that's when I realized I needed someone that actually explained me how to do it right and learn more about what I did wrong, and so I don't do it the next time. Now that I've been applying to universities, um, like there's a huge, like a lot that are test optional, but I still consider that it's very important to provide every aspect that you can in your application. So even though it's sometimes it may be test optional, I think having a good SAT score will definitely help a lot. I would say my biggest frustration was the time. I used to take a lot of time doing difficult problems, and after being in the course, I noticed that I have even some time left in the exam where I could review the problems that I did wrong, something that never happened before taking the course. My confidence changed especially with the time, right? Because when I used to take the test, I was always trying to rush because I knew that there's going to be like three questions left and that I won't be able to answer because of the time, right? But after doing the course, I could actually uh, pace myself, right? And assure that I get my work properly done, not all rushed. First, I was concerned with the workload because before studying the course, I was already getting a lot of homework and worksheets. At first, it was um, kind of stressful, but after the first 2 weeks, it 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 like it had better flow. Like I knew what I needed to do each day. I knew I had to do and this homework, and um, I think it's just after a few weeks or a few days, um, you become used to it. No, not really, because I mean I knew it was for the better, right? So I knew I had to put like a bunch of hours in order to improve my score. Yes, it was like sometimes I couldn't go out with my family or I don't know, be with some friends. But after, like when you are already in the class and already doing the problems, I think time flies. Like I didn't realize how many hours I was when I was already doing the math. Well, my expectation was really good. I didn't see a problem being virtual since in the pre homework before starting the course, I noticed that there was like the Zoom were like with four people or five people. So I knew I was going to get some attention, like I was going to actually be noticed by the professor or tutor, right? And yeah, initially I was concerned because I thought it was going to be like a class of 20 people. But then after I realized that I was like only five, it was great. I liked my tutor a lot. Her name was Zoe, and yeah, I liked that she kept us entertained. Sometimes between problems, she just start started talking with us, actually get to know us. It was not just like some doing problems and nothing else, right? So you sometimes you could actually get excited of, I don't know, hearing what they did throughout the weekend, especially from a tutor that is already on our future position, right? She's already in college. She already knows like the environment and what a student needs. First off, I mean, you have to be willing to sacrifice some time because it's demanding, but it's demanding, but it's also effective, right? So if you're willing to actually put the work and put the effort in, I would say it's a great opportunity for you to improve, right? And yeah, I would say very demanding, but very efficient. The most helpful, um, I would say that the corrections, like the revisions,
Mm,
that after you do some quizzes, you could actually go back and see what you got wrong and have a video explaining what did you did wrong. And the most unique, I would say, is um, I don't know. Yes, the combination of the homework and the Zoom, I think it was great because after we practiced before the class some, I don't know, geometry problems in the Zoom, in the next Zoom we would see some similar problems, and I like that a lot. My my first score before entering the course was 1300 with a 640 math score. And after the course, it was 1370 with a 750 math score. For me, in some kind of way, made me realize how much effort pays. I mean, there were some times that I was wishing I didn't enter the course. It was a lot. I was like, oh my God, it's a lot of homework. But then after doing some quizzes and realizing that I was actually getting some problems that I usually got wrong right, um, I was pretty happy about it. And so I know it was somewhat expensive, um, but for me, I don't know. I think like for education, um, it's more about what brings to the table that the actual money. So I think it's worth it. I would say be consistent, um, and do your practices in a quiet place, no distractions, um, and actually focus on focus on the videos. I think that's pretty important, especially the explanation videos. They will help you a lot in basically realizing what you're doing wrong, and I think that's where you learn the most.